Hi guys, and welcome to my unboxing and first impressions of the Microsoft Surface Book 2 um, that was sold to me by one of my good friends. It is not brand new. It is about a year and a half old, but it's exactly what I was looking for before I even bought the Surface Book. Nope, the Microsoft Surface Pro 7 from Costco. So I purchased that. My friend told me, "Why did you buy that? You should have talked to me. I have this Surface Book 2 that I almost never use, and I'll give it to you for the same price," which was like, heck yeah, I'll do it. So he sent it to me all the way from Dubai. You can see it's got Arabic in the bottom here, which is peculiar. Now, there's been unboxings of this over the last 2 years that it's been around, and even further back going into the Surface Book 3 and the Surface Book 2 and all the way back to the 1. So I'm just going to skip all that. So we're going to take the box off. Here it is. Now, because it was sent all the way across the world, it's got a standard plug on it, but the cable that was going to be sent has international plugs, so I just use one of the ones here. But it does have this handy dandy Surface connector, which is on every Surface, so I use that. Um, but you can see here it is, loaded up on my computer, or opened up. It's got Windows Hello webcam up here that even before the webcam is on, it finds your face and unlocks. Over here on the side, on the left side, you've got two USB A's, a full SD card. On the other side, you've got USB-C and the Surface connector. In the front, nothing. You got the cut in to help with the one finger opening. On the top of the actual Surface clipboard, I think they call it, volume rocker, power button, speaker built into the edge of the screen right here, and also here, flanked with another one. Then you've got this amazing hinge, and I will show you the disconnect, but pretty much you press the button, wait, and do it. If you're running any kind of more dedicated apps or more powerful apps, it'll actually tell you got to close that app before you do it. You can always reopen it once it's detached, but most of those are, you don't want to interrupt the process, so you got to do it that way. I've been actually going through and testing out what games work on here with the 1050 2 gigabyte dedicated GPU down here in the battery area. I think it's right about here, and then there's a battery here and a battery here underneath. That's the only things that consist other than the IOs on either side. Everything else computer wise is up here in the Surface clipboard area. So once you detach it, it's got about a 5 hour battery life, and down here you got about a 12 hour battery life. So combined, it's supposed to be something like 17. I've never heard of anybody getting 17, but it's nice that it's there. Um, so on the top, I decided, or on the back side, I decided to do something cool. I saw it online, so here it is. It's a skin, and you have the cutout, and it's on the Microsoft Surface website for all the Surfaces, but it's a nice 2020. You got your cameras, microphones, Windows logo, and it just covers the back nicely. You'd think this would be clear, but that's actually like to be similar to the gray aluminum of the side of the device. Now, remember, this is a Surface Book, so it's got that hinge, and then you've got that weird wedge style closing, but it does have the one finger opening when it's open. Um, and like I said, it's not brand new. It's about a year and a half old, but it still is in great condition thanks to my friend. And if there's any issues, it's got the whole coverage from Microsoft. So I got to look it over and make sure that there's nothing that could potentially happen that can't be covered by warranty up until then. I mean, you never know, but I'd rather it happen or have issues before I don't have coverage anymore. Oh, there I am. You can see me for the first time if you haven't already. Um, and then you can see the Arabic letters on the English keys. It's the same layout. See the shortcuts they have on the top, the print and home, page up and down, detach, delete. We got brightness, play, pause, mute, volume up and down, and then just the brightness of the keys. Now they do turn off automatically, but it's still really nice that they're there. And then we'll do the detach real quick. I think it'll work. Yep, okay. And I'm gonna put the camera down, push it. There it is. It's now detached with a dedicated Surface plug connector in the middle, which it does a lot more when it's actually connected. You see a vent all the way around the edge because there's no moving fan parts on the inside of this part of the Surface Book. Oh, the headphone jack, which is in a weird place, and the antenna bar, which you see here with like a rubber cover so that the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi can all get out of the aluminum. And then you just lay it back on there, and as soon as the keys come on, it's now attached again. So you're good to go. That's how easy it is to detach and attach. So what else? Things I use this for, it's going to be like a editing machine. I know I can do stuff right here on this iPad Pro, but I've always been wanting to have a laptop that's not quite a laptop because I don't need just a laptop, but something like this where, you know, if I'm going to go into the other room and I don't want to bring the laptop, I have the, oh, here, I almost forgot about this. The Surface Pen does not come with it, but it was thrown in as a package deal because he didn't have a Surface anymore. So it's about $111 investment, and it's got an actual eraser so you can reverse it and do stuff. It's got a right click right here. It's got a quadruple A battery that lasts forever, but I actually replaced the battery before I returned the Surface Books or the Surface Pro 7. So that's a brand new battery, but he said it was at 60% and he had it for a year and a half. So it uses very little battery, which is great. So I wanted to have something. I wanted something to be able to run AltSpace because I go in there all the time. But it seems to run a lot of things well. If you're running games, everything's got to be pretty much on low settings unless it's a 5-year or older video game. They'll run pretty smoothly on anything. But that's not what it's for. I was just testing its limits. So I love it. I'm glad that I got it. I hope to use it a lot and find more ways to use it to have a laptop, and it's running Windows 10 Pro, so you've got a couple little features that are nice. But beyond that, it's awesome. And my next video, which is going to be coming up possibly very soon, I may even film it after this one, and then post it like a day or so later, is the comparison to this, which you're like, what is this? The Surface or the Magic Keyboard by Apple with the 12.9-inch iPad Pro in it, comparing it to what I can do between the two, or what I can and cannot, and what I can do on both. So that'll be coming up real soon. Subscribe, comment below, ask questions because their questions are always good, and I'll answer them in the next video for sure. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys again real soon. Thanks, everybody, and have a great evening. Stay safe and wash your hands.